Uh-oh, I think you got it, T.
This is Ty Berry, Black Phoenix from California,
Okay.
Los Angeles, California. Chopping it up at the dojo with my man, Mean Gene Allison. What's going on, baby? I've
Oh
been knowing
man.
this guy since what, the sixth grade, seventh
Right,
grade, Akron,
right, right,
Ohio. What's going
right.
on?
We go back, boy. We go
Man, we
back.
go back. How you
Yeah.
doing?
I'm good, Ty. I'm good this
Okay,
evening,
okay.
man.
But Gene,
Over
Gene,
here.
Gene is a wrestler. We both wrestled. We wrestled in elementary school, junior high school, and we wrestled at college together. You want
Yep.
to tell me a little bit about when we first met, how we met, where you want to start at? He's from the north side, I'm from the west side. Later on, I
Yep.
end up going to North High School.
Yep.
Where you want to start off at, sir? Very good
I
friend of
was
mine.
yeah, start at the beginning, man. When I first met and laid eyes on you, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Coming over there at that Thornton High School, man. Had
Okay, okay.
a lot of rough, tough looking brothers over there, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a couple of them that's pretty tough and rough.
Me coming in
Mm-hmm.
as a first time wrestling in seventh
Right.
grade. I just looked
Okay.
across the mat and I didn't know if I was wrestling this guy, but I had a feeling I like because he looked like my size,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why I ended up wrestling.
Okay.
My
So
man that
who
later,
you end up wrestling at Thornton High School? Thornton Junior High
well,
School.
it was you. You
Oh, it was
know,
me? You sure that was
yeah,
me?
yeah, I'm positive it was you, man. I was hoping it wasn't you, but yeah,
Right.
it
I
was
hear you.
you.
I hear you.
Because the
Okay.
brother I looked over there at looked like looked real calm and collected and
Mm-hmm.
looked tough as all get out. So I was like, I
Okay.
bet you
Okay.
that's the guy I gotta. I was like,
Listen
I
there.
bet you that's the guy I gotta wrestle.
Right. Right.
Okay,
Right.
because you sizing people up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We,
Always.
we, we,
Always.
we,
Mm-hmm.
we, we, that's just what we did.
Right.
You get in there and you size people up and you
Okay.
say, well, I wonder if that's the guy. And I was like, I bet you that's
Right.
the guy. And that was the guy.
Exactly. That was the
Yeah.
guy. Okay. Okay.
And that was you. That was you. Yeah,
Right.
that guy
Right.
was you. Okay.
No
Yeah.
problem. No problems.
So
Mm-hmm.
this was our first encounter, but I
Right.
didn't know it, and I don't think you knew it either.
Right.
What the future held for either one of us. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
that's what's crazy. That's what kind of still take me back. You know what I'm saying? It
Right.
take me back
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't know how close we was gonna become, and
Right.
that 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 we was gonna become best friends
Right.
at that beginning. I thought you was just another brother I was gonna meet, and
Lock
and
up
life
with,
would have
wrestle
went
a little
on,
bit. Right.
huh?
I said just somebody we was gonna meet, lock up with, wrestle with, and not see each other
And
again, huh?
yeah.
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 Right.
I didn't
Right.
know. I didn't know how it was going to unfold. Life is crazy.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
but
Yes.
as you and me know, as you and me
Mm-hmm.
both found out, it was a lot more
Yeah.
to see of you.
Right. Right. Okay.
Which was
Okay.
good.
Exactly.
Which was a pleasant surprise.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Yep.
you went to Jenny's Junior High School, right?
Jenny's Junior High.
Dennis. That
Yep.
was on the north side. I went to Thornton Junior High, which was on the west side.
Yep.
And what did you do after you wrestled in seventh grade, wrestled in eighth grade? Then you end up going to North High School.
End up going to
And North High
North.
School is one of the top wrestling schools in Akron, in the Akron vicinity. Summit County is one of the top wrestling schools back then, right? For
We
high
was the
school.
best. We was the
Right,
best.
right. Mm-hmm.
We was the
Okay.
best. North was
So
the best.
you went there in the ninth grade. What happened in the ninth grade? How you feel in the ninth grade? You want to talk about the ninth grade? You want to wait until we get to the 10th grade?
Well, I didn't do too much in the ninth grade, although I was on the junior varsity.
Okay, okay,
Hadn't really did nothing yet. Hadn't really made a move yet. I was just
okay,
happy to be on the team. You know,
okay. Are
And
you waiting for me to get over there to make that move, huh?
well,
Uh,
I heard you was coming, but I really was like, because I didn't know you.
right, right. We
Only thing I knew was you kicked my ass, and I really didn't want to see you again, especially because that was my high school. That was my high school.
right, right.
You know what I'm saying? Then here you come.
Mm-hmm.
You know, kind of psychologically messed me up because I'm like, oh man, this
Okay.
guy coming over here. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? This is my high school, man. This is my high school. This is mine. And then
Right.
I knew you was bad A because you had already kicked my butt. So
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, I really ain't got no control over nothing. So, but I like I say, I didn't know you, you
Right,
know,
right.
but
But we only
I
wrestled
was
one time in the seventh grade, and then we
never
was
seen each other again. I
okay to
never
North High
seen you
School.
after that,
Okay.
so it was kind of like, huh, you
Okay.
know, but I I was I I was excited and looking forward to meeting you though.
Right. Same here.
You know, I
Um,
was excited and looking forward to meeting you.
mm-hmm.
And
Right.
me and you
Mm-hmm.
locked in and hooked up with each other because because I always anybody that beat me I always kind of looked up to and respected anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I was
And
just
we became real close friends in high school.
real close.
Wrestled together all the time. Worked out together.
Yep,
Hung out together after school on the weekends.
yep,
So we became real close, right?
yep.
And that's
Real
what
close, real
10th
close.
grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, wrestling
Yep,
everybody. Yeah.
yep. You was varsity all those years. I was still trying to fight my way in there.
Mm-hmm.
Off
Mm-hmm.
and on varsity. I was off and on varsity, and you was
Mm-hmm.
locked in varsity.
Right, right, right,
I was so impressed with you because you came in and went to the state in your 10th grade,
right,
and that was I
right.
was like, damn, yeah, But you like I say, anybody that beat me, I knew they was legit anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like
Yeah.
I was something. But
Mm-hmm. Right.
North was
Very
a
good
tough
wrestler.
school. Say what, T?
Okay. Yeah, so you was very
No,
good.
well, no, it was a tough school to break in that varsity lineup.
Right. Okay. Okay. Did you want to talk about us going to college, high school, college, and everything, or you want to talk about some of the wrestlers from the north side, or some of the wrestlers from the
Well,
west side? What you want to do?
my freshman year, that team I was on,
Mm-hmm.
and I was on the varsity at the end of the year. I beat out
Okay.
a senior, and
Okay.
and that team that 76 or I don't know if it was 76 or 77, but
Mm-hmm.
that was the toughest team I had ever been on. I
Okay.
loved that team.
Who
I
was all
loved
on that
that
team
team.
that made you feel like that?
Larry Lee,
Oh,
George
Larry
Bowles,
Lee,
yeah,
George
George
Bowles.
Bowles,
Okay.
Mick Hurley,
Mick
John
Curley, I heard. Yeah.
Mercer,
Merce,
Perry
huh?
Renzi,
Renzi.
uh,
Oh, you may know some
Paul
names.
Umanansky,
Okay.
Larry Musey,
Muse.
uh,
Yeah.
John Huber,
Okay.
uh, all them guys I named,
Mm-hmm.
those were the guys that
That sounds
I
like a
love
tough
to see
lineup.
wrestle.
Now
Well, it
you actually
was, it was.
seen Larry Lee wrestle, right?
Oh my God,
Now how good?
he was,
I was friends
huh?
with Larry, but I never seen Larry wrestle that I remember. How good was
Lord
Larry?
Ty, huh?
How good was he?
I always thought he was a state champ, but
Right.
just to go to show you how tough the state was back then.
Right.
I think Larry probably finished like, and he had been going down there a couple years before I got there.
Okay.
And I think that freshman year when I got there was his last year, and I think he
Okay.
placed
Gotcha.
like fourth or fifth or something like that. And
Wait,
and
you got
and,
to
and he
remember,
just
Ohio is a wrestling state. Ohio's a
okay.
Bobby Douglas come from Ohio, so we got a lot of
Hmm.
tough wrestlers that come from Ohio. So it's a
Yeah,
wrestling
see,
state,
I
right?
didn't know. I really didn't because I had just started wrestling my seventh grade year, so I really
Right.
wasn't locked in and really I wasn't known at all, as far as
Mm-hmm.
wrestling,
Okay.
but I really didn't know too much about the wrestling then,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Okay.
and I just knew Larry in the city. He didn't nobody have a chance.
Right. Right.
He beat the crap out of everybody.
Okay.
He beat the
Okay.
crap out of everybody easily,
Everybody, huh? Wow.
easily.
Easy,
Yeah,
huh?
you
Okay.
know,
So yeah, Larry
and
Lee. Larry
yeah,
Lee. You say Mick Hurley. How did Mick Hurley do? Mick
Mick
was pretty
Hurley.
tough.
He was tough and strong, and he was a leader. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And now he didn't. I don't know if he qualified for state that year,
Okay.
but he was one of the best in the city,
Right.
far as I know, far as
Right.
I was
Exactly.
concerned. I
Okay.
love seeing him wrestle. He would come out there, flex his
Mm-hmm.
singlet, and
Okay.
get after it. You know what I'm
Put some
saying?
work in, huh? Okay.
He get to work. Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, he was
And
bad
that
at
was the
wrestling
team for
and
that
bad,
year, huh?
huh?
Who else was on that team? You mentioned some other names. You got
George
Larry
Bowley.
Lee. We got Mick Hurley. We got George Bowles, GB. I know
George,
him very well.
you and me both know that guy. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah,
was just
yeah.
a sophomore.
So you want to talk about him right now? You want to save him for last on your
Ah,
list? On
I
your
might save
list.
George for last.
Okay, so we
Yeah,
got Larry
yeah,
Lee, tough wrestler. We got
yeah,
Mick Hurley, tough. Who else we got?
yeah.
Who's next on your list for that team?
I can't remember T, but I think I'm trying to figure where
You
did
said
John Mercer fit in there.
John
Okay,
Mercer,
but
and you said Musey,
Musey was a
Hubert.
stud. He's
Okay,
lightweight
yeah,
stud, 105. Had love and respect for him,
right.
and he worked. And he. I can remember him working with me because I was
Okay,
119, and I think he was like 105. You
okay,
know,
okay.
and he battled hard too.
Right,
He battled
right.
hard too. I think he
Okay.
had. I think he was pretty much undefeated, but then he wrestled
Mm-hmm.
that kid from Kenmore, that Leonard, and
Mm, I
I
remember that
think
name.
Leonard. Yeah,
Yeah,
Leonard
yeah.
was a state placer,
Right,
and
I
I
remember
think
that
he ended
name.
up getting Musey. Yeah, he was pretty tough, but
Yeah.
between other than him, Musey was a stud and a champion to
Okay.
me. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And John
Okay.
Huber was a
Hubert.
112 pounder.
Okay.
Now
Gotcha.
he didn't
Gotcha.
win. He didn't win a lot of matches, but his heart was always on that
Right.
hustle and on that grind.
Right.
And
Right.
all, and he was a nice dude too. I loved him.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
And that's what's
yeah,
important too. Most of your
yeah,
wrestlers are humble and are nice. Right.
yeah, yeah.
Right. Because
Down to
everybody
earth.
can't do it. Everybody can't do that wrestling. You got football
Right.
players, basketball players. They can't do that wrestling. They don't have it. They don't have it here. That
Okay.
mental
It's a
aspect.
tough
Right.
sport, man.
Right. It is. It is. Anybody
You
else
got
on
to
your
be
list? Oh, anybody else on your list you want to talk about before we get to George?
well.
Okay, Perry. Yeah,
Perry
very good
Renzi.
guy.
It was
Hmm.
a pancake. He'll toss you on your head
Oh
before you
yeah,
would before you
Mr.
before
Pancakes,
you
huh?
could get warmed up. You gonna get your head. You gonna
Right.
get pancaked. It
Okay.
didn't matter
Okay.
where you was at. He was gonna put that
Mm-hmm.
pancake on you.
He's gonna put that pancake on you, huh?
Yes, and I
Yeah.
forgot to mention Mark Hale. Mark Hale.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't know how.
Whoa.
How did I forget him?
Mark.
How did I forget
Mark.
him?
All right.
This
So he
kid,
was on
this
your team
kid,
that year. He
he
was
was
on your
on
team
that he
that
was
year.
on that senior team. He came and did
Ooh.
something to me when I at Ty. Listen,
Mm.
this kid came. He came, because I was just a freshman, you
Right.
know. And once Brew Ball
Mm-hmm.
discovered me and seen me, he took favor to me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And Mark came and did something to me. I don't know what he did to me, but he got on me
Right.
and did something. I don't know if it was illegal or legal, but I think I started crying. And
Okay.
Brew Ball went off
Oh,
on Mark Hill.
oh, did he? Right.
Yes,
Right.
yes, I
Okay.
was Brew Ball's boy.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. All
yeah,
right.
yeah,
Well,
okay.
Mark wrestled with us. Like I told you, we started wrestling over at the big gym on the north side in the
I
fourth
remember you.
grade.
Yes, I wish I had
Right.
known
So,
about wrestling then.
man, oh, you've been, ooh, because Mark was
Yeah,
wrestling with us then. So, Mark Hill, he was wrestling with us then, and I used to watch Mark Hill wrestle Clyde Weems from South High
okay.
School.
I remember Williams. I
So,
remember Williams.
right, right.
Yeah,
So they
yeah.
used to go at it. They put on a show. They put
Uh,
on a show. So I used to go up to
I
South and
would have
watch them
loved to
too.
see that because Mark Hill was so
Man,
physical. Yeah,
man.
and had
Yeah,
such a
it
bad
was close
attitude.
matches. It was
Yeah,
close match every time they wrestled.
I
Yeah,
just
they wasn't no
remember
joke.
Hill being. I remember him
Mhm.
being. I remember him being super physical and super
Right,
strong in a body like a Greek
right,
goddess. Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Well, he was in that big gym in that little room. He was down there with
yeah.
everybody, with Andre
Okay.
Frazier, Chatty
Yeah.
Frazier,
Oh
Michael
my.
McKissick, Chris McKissick, John McKissick. So
Mm.
he was down there battling in that little room with everybody. So it was
Okay.
a lot of tough wrestlers that came out of there.
He he
A lot of
was.
tough
I didn't know.
wrestlers.
I
There,
didn't meet
Kenny
none of.
Henderson. Right.
I I
What was
remember
that?
Kenny Henderson. I
Yeah,
remember
tough.
who else was that?
Who? Kenny
Who else you
Henderson
said?
was there.
Okay. Okay.
Um, Walter Davis was there. Your boy
I'm
Robbie
Walter
Robinson
Davis
was
was
there from the east
eat
side.
eat a stud. Stud.
Yeah, yeah, Walter
Yeah, I
was.
think he was a state placer too.
Right, right. He was
Walter
tough.
Davis. Yeah,
Right. Walter was
yeah,
tough. Mm-hmm.
yeah. But you
Yeah.
mentioned another name, Andre Frazier.
Oh
He
man,
was
that
he
dude.
was at Jenny's when I started,
Right.
and he was in the eighth grade, and I was in the seventh,
Right.
and he was
That
unbeatable,
dude.
man.
And I got like I tell everybody. Oh man, you was there when I wrestled Kenny Monday. I tossed him, whatever,
Hmm.
whatever.
Yeah,
Um,
the
and
whole arena went silent.
right, right.
The number one
and
seed.
right, and he's a world champion, national champion, Olympic
Olympic
champion,
champion, yeah.
the first black world champion. And I tell everybody,
And he
Andre
was mean and
Frazier,
nasty.
right, tough wrestler.
Mm.
And I tell
Yeah.
everybody, Myrick Powers and Andre Frazier would beat him every time, every day of the week. They beat him every day of the
Mm,
week. Had they kept
mm,
wrestling, had they kept
yeah.
wrestling.
Yeah.
Yes, Andre Frazier
Yeah.
would have been a world champion, Olympic champion. Myrick Powers, world champion, Olympic champion.
Uh,
But they just stopped. They went another
mm,
route. Had they stayed on that route that we stayed on, they would have been
right.
world champions, hands
That's
down. They would
that.
have came to North with us and wrestled at North. That would have just made everybody better. And that's what it was
Hey
at.
man,
They had that
I
chance.
I wish two people. I wish
Hmm.
two people. I wish that probably more than two,
Right.
but these the two that I witnessed, and it was
Hmm.
Andre and Mark Woodridge.
Oh, Mark,
Uh,
Andre
yes,
and Mark Woolridge. Yeah, yes,
yeah. If
yeah.
Mark had kept wrestling, but
Right,
he got to lifting weights and got to
right.
doing his own thing. But if he had kept
Hmm.
wrestling, because he used to toss me on my head
Oh, is that right?
at, easily
Right.
at Jenny's, because me and him
Okay.
started together,
Okay.
and
Gotcha.
I never forgot that. I always,
Okay.
and then I seen
So
him in a couple,
did
huh?
did Mark wrestle for Jennings,
The
or did he
Mark
stop?
Woodridge?
Yeah.
No, he was on the team. He
Who did
was
he
on the
wrestle when
team.
you
He
guys
wrestled the
wrestled
whole
Thornton?
season, huh?
Who did he wrestle when you guys wrestled Thornton?
I don't know who he wrestled, but he was on the
Okay.
team the whole season, and
Okay.
and he was kick A. Me and him both had good records, but
Okay.
he because he was like the weight after me. I was
Because
like,
you had
I think I was 98, and I think Mark was like 105.
and what was
And
William Anderson, Pee Wee? What was he at?
Pee Wee was like a 112, 119, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, so he was bigger than you guys then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that's who I
Yeah.
wrestled in the eighth grade. I wrestled Pee Wee in the eighth
Oh,
grade.
okay. You wrestled. Okay. Well, in what weight was you again, Ty? Again, in the eighth grade?
In the eighth grade, I was probably like 126 or something like that. Because
Oh, yeah.
when you
Yeah.
guys
Because I,
came to Thornton, you guys came to Thornton when we was in the seventh grade, and then we came to Jenny's when we was in the eighth grade.
yeah, because
And
I
I
wrestled
picked him up in the
Stanley.
air. I had him up in the air, and he started putting
Yeah.
his arms around when I had him up in the air. Right.
Yeah. Started
Yeah.
flying like he
Right.
was an
Right.
airplane.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That
Exactly.
was you.
That was,
Oh
yeah, that
snap!
was me lifting him up.
I
Yeah, I
remember
had him up
that.
in
I
the air. I
remember that.
started
Like
double leg
yeah.
on him, and he put his
Uh
arms
huh.
like an airplane.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Me and Pee Wee was super tight. He passed, right?
Right. 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 Well, I seen him
Yeah.
before he passed away.
Yeah. That was my
I seen
boy,
him.
man.
Yeah. I seen because he was in the same room with Nyree, right,
I,
at the nursing home.
okay.
So I had seen him in
Oh,
there.
okay.
And I say, you remember me or you remember me? He's like, he really couldn't talk, but he can like laugh and smile. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Uh,
I remember you. Yeah,
uh,
so we had good conversation, good time. Left flyers
uh,
there, left some business cards there for his family. So yeah, we had a
uh,
good little time there. And that was because he passed away in 24. So that was
yeah.
a couple months before he passed. Yeah. So he did good. He was doing all right.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was my man, that dude,
Right.
man. But I
Mm-hmm.
remember that match too, because everybody went crazy,
Right.
started laughing. He just started. I'm like,
Right.
this guy, man.
Because
You
I'm
know,
carrying him around the mat like this, and he like, oh, I'm
I
flying, like he
remember,
flying.
yeah. I didn't know that
Right.
was you. He was wrestling though, T.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was us. Yeah, that was that match.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
That
you
was
got it
eighth
right
grade.
too, because we was over there the seventh grade, and y'all
Right.
came over to Jenny's the eighth grade.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yep. I
It
remember
went.
that like, wow, right.
Man.
Absolutely right. Yeah.
Yeah, I
That
remember that
was
like it was
crazy,
yesterday.
man.
Right.
That was
Exactly.
the man, like I say, man, so many good memories, man. So
Man.
many good memories. And that was
Mm.
just one of them moments, man, where I was like,
Right.
this guy. Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
I wrestled Stanley
Exactly.
that year.
Oh,
I
you
think
wrestled Stanley that
Stanley
year. Okay.
and
Okay.
Stanley was I'm just being honest, but
Mhm.
Stanley came out there because I was still undefeated,
Okay.
you know, and Stanley came out there and took me down real easy,
Mm-hmm.
and I did some kind of fluke. Was it some kind of?
Right.
It was like a switch, and I think he got caught up in it, and I
Right.
ended up putting him on his back, and he couldn't get off his
Mhm.
back. And
Right.
I ended up pinning Stanley. But
Right.
I knew then, being honest, I knew then
Mhm.
that he was a problem.
Well,
Cause
I guess
because
something
normally I
what
wouldn't
happened with
get
his
took
headgear
down.
he couldn't see, right?
Uh,
So he had some the strap on the headgear was on his
okay.
eyes when you pimped
Uh,
him, right? You had him on his
uh,
back, and
uh,
some went on his in his face, and he couldn't see. I guess he couldn't see, couldn't breathe, whatever. And you pimped him. Whoop. The ref went whoop. He jumps up, grabs his headgear. I couldn't see. I couldn't see, and just it was over. It was over. You know wrestling ain't no timeout.
right.
You can't call timeout when you're on your back. You know.
Hey, all I knew was after the match, after it was all over, I knew he was still a problem.
Right, right.
Cause
He
I
could have
felt
been
like I
tough.
should,
I don't know why he
huh?
didn't. I said I don't know why he didn't continue wrestling at South.
Another
Yeah.
talent, man. Another
Right,
talent.
right,
Cause he
right.
could have been a world beater,
Mm-hmm.
as
Yeah,
far as
Stanley was
I'm
tough. Stanley
concerned.
was a tough little guy. Yeah.
As far as I'm
Mm-hmm.
concerned,
Right,
but
right.
he ended up because I was the number one seed my eighth grade year, and it was
Okay.
him and that kid from higher that ended up in the championship, and I think I ended up like constellations and
Okay.
not
Okay.
really doing nothing,
But he ended up
and
he won city that
he
year,
was
didn't
the
he?
city champ. He beat the kid
Right,
from
right.
higher.
Right, because it was me, him, I want to
Yep,
say Dwayne Mills.
yep.
Dwayne
Y'all
Mills
was
won
tough.
city. It was us three. And I want to
I
say
remember you and Stanley. I
Myrick.
remember you and Stanley very well.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a
Yeah,
tough we had a tough team that year. Yeah, we had a
yeah,
real tough team that year.
yeah. I
Yeah.
remember that like yesterday, man. Like
Right.
yesterday.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Right.
But
Yeah, that was
it
funny.
didn't matter to me because I still was felt like I was on my way to to high school, and I knew
Right.
wasn't no way I was gonna stop wrestling
Right. Right.
because I
Hmm.
played baseball. I was all right in football, but baseball and wrestling was my sport, and
Right.
I love wrestling more than I love
Hmm.
baseball.
Right. Well, wrestling does something for you,
Yeah,
inside your mind and your body and your spirit
yeah,
that
it's
a
a
lot
great
of other
sport.
sports just can't do.
Great
Other sports
sport,
just can't do
man.
it. Right.
That one-on-one competition,
Hmm.
that one-on-one
Right.
physical aggressiveness, it bring
Right.
all that out, you know.
And a lot of people
And
can't handle it. They can't handle it when another man grabs them and takes them down, and there's nothing they can do about it.
yeah,
Right. That's why a
yeah.
lot of football players said, "Man, I went out there one time and I wrestled this little guy. This little guy took me down, and there's nothing I can do about it. I ain't going back out there."
uh,
They said they weren't going
and
back. And
you,
it's if you're good at it, you're good at it. So you understand.
right,
If you want to be good or
right,
great at it, you understand that you got to put that
right,
work in. But if you're not
right,
willing to sacrifice, you're not willing to sacrifice. It's not going to happen.
right.
It's not for
And we
everybody,
get,
right?
yeah, we get it. Yeah,
Right,
we
right,
get it. Cause I got it
right, exactly.
from the first time I ever got started. I was like, oh, this is something I might want to do. It wasn't something I
Right.
might want to do. It was something I wanted
Hmm.
to do. Even though I
Right.
would get super nervous before
Hmm.
all the matches, I still, I still was determined to stick with it, you know,
Right.
and
Exactly.
try to be all I could be at it, you know. It was just
Exactly.
one of them things, man. Because I just felt like this is so rewarding because it's just me out here by myself,
Right.
you know.
Right.
It's just
Be your
me.
own
I
man.
mean,
Yes.
you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Right.
I'm out here showcasing another side of
Hmm.
me,
Right.
you know,
Right.
which was always a plus for me, you
Hmm.
know, because you know we
Exactly.
always want to we I think we all want to separate ourselves from the regular person, you
Hmm.
know, and that was
Right. Right. Exactly.
one way
That
to
inner
do
that
it.
inner self, that inner strength, that inner
You know what
power
I'm saying?
comes out. Right.
You know, baseball
Right.
was cool because it was a team. It was team,
Right.
you
Hmm.
know, but you could get that gratification far as you stepping up to the plate and getting a good hit
Right.
and or making a good play, you know.
Right.
But wrestling was another whole nother level
Yeah.
of man.
Different.
This is and then getting your arm raised in
And yes.
victory.
And not just the match of beating that person, but the
Mm.
training that you go through, the
Oh
mental toughness that you go through, the times when you
man,
didn't
come
want
on,
to go out
man.
there and run for an hour or hour and a half or 2 hours. Like I tell everybody, we didn't have limits. We didn't have
No,
limits. If we got to go out there and run for 2 hours or lose weight for the next 6 hours, 8 hours, we go out there and do
okay,
it. Right?
okay.
We up in the sauna
Hey,
room with plastics on, sweatshirts on, the Alaskan coat on, the winter coat, and running in the sauna. Sauna's already
total
100 some
madness.
degrees.
Total
The
people
sauna's
couldn't
already 100.
understand.
Right, right.
Cause
So
Ty, you know, me
everybody
and
can't do
you,
that.
yeah,
Everybody can't
and
do
me
it.
and me and you
Right,
stayed in the sweatshop. You know, that I think me more than you,
right.
because you had more discipline than me. By me
Uh,
not having no discipline, I think I was just
and we was always in there. We was jump. Remember, we was in Visalia. We jumped over the wall and went in the sauna. The
jumped in the
man,
jacuzzi. Yeah,
yeah, jacuzzi. There
yeah,
you go. Yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I forgot what it was called. It was like a racket club or something. Yeah, we
yeah,
went over
yeah,
there
yeah.
and stayed in there all night.
All
Yeah,
night.
well, jump
I
over and
remember
go back.
I sat in the jacuzzi because I was so tired of running with
Right,
sweats on, and I sat in that jacuzzi and lost 20 pounds, man.
right,
I thought
yeah,
I was like, this is crazy, man.
right.
I went in
Mm-hmm.
there early
Right,
and didn't leave out until it got dark. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, we
killing
used to do some
killing
crazy stuff.
myself, man.
Right,
Because blue
crazy
ball
stuff, bro.
coach had told me one time he
Hmm.
had told the team,
Right.
and I heard him loud and clear.
Okay.
If anybody ever weigh out against on my team, if they ever
Okay.
weigh out, they'll never wrestle for me again. That's all I heard. I didn't need
Right.
to hear no more. I
Well,
was like,
yeah. I
nah,
mean, that's part of the discipline. If
yeah,
if if you know you 10 pounds overweight, you by high school, you know how to cut that weight. You should know how to cut that weight. And it's up to you
well,
whether if we over 10, then hey, we're gonna work that 10 off. We gotta make weight. Because if you don't make weight, if I don't make weight for the team, then I'm
you
letting the
let
team
them
down. I'm letting the
everybody
team
down.
down. I'm letting my coach
Every
down. I'm letting
coach,
myself down. So we
unforgivable.
gotta make weight.
Un,
We're gonna make weight.
just 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 something you didn't. That's something you didn't want to do.
Right.
But I never heard
Right.
of nobody weighing out for North.
Right.
Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, I'm not gonna be the first. Okay,
Right.
I come in 20,
Definitely.
25 pounds overweight
Mm-hmm.
Monday. By the time that Thursday, whatever day we was
Right.
wrestling, that it
Right.
was a wrap, man.
Exactly. You're
Man,
on weight.
okay,
It's like
we
I
on
said,
point.
yeah, just like we talked earlier. I mean,
Yeah,
if we had somebody that could have told us, hey man, why don't you do this or do that? And
yeah,
control that weight, keep it within 5 pounds,
yeah,
and we can do this for you. Now you're a state
yeah.
champion. We state
I didn't have
champions.
nobody to show me though, and but I knew I
Wow.
was wrong because I knew it had. In my deep inside, I knew I should have been more disciplined. You
And
know.
right, for me, I wouldn't say that we knew we was wrong. I would
Mhm.
say that we were not taught anything else. So
Right, right,
if we're
right,
overweight, we know what our weight is. If our weight is
right,
145 and we weigh 165, we know we're 20 pounds over. So we know we're gonna
right,
make weight by the time that weigh in come in, right?
right,
Had we known better, if you know what, man, why don't we just stay within 5 pounds?
right,
Stand by
right,
5 pounds, and then we only gotta lose
right.
5 pounds. We don't eat
But
tonight, we lose 2 or 3 pounds. We only got 2 pounds to
man,
lose. But nobody never told us that.
that's easier said than done. If you know what I'm
Right.
saying,
If you don't know,
if the
if you don't know
discipline
no
and
better.
in the overcoming
Hmm.
and it's something you ain't used to doing,
Right.
it's a little
Right.
harder.
Right.
You know, now if it's
Something you're not
something you
used to
used to
doing.
doing,
Right.
if it's something you used to doing, it's easier
Mhm.
because you didn't did it before.
Right.
But it wasn't nothing I was used to doing. I was
Right.
always didn't doing it my way, which was the wrong way,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
it kind of messed me up,
And
you know. In
everybody's
the
done that.
end,
Even up to today's date, the last couple of years, the MMA guys, the wrestlers, they're understanding how to control their weight. But it's
hmm
always been like that.
yeah,
It's always been
yeah.
like that. You know
But I
what?
think
I'm
not,
at I'm at 160. I'm gonna drop 15 pounds and make weight. And
yeah,
nothing's gonna stop us. Now
right,
somebody else be like, man, I'm 15. I ain't dropping no weight. I'm gonna wrestle where I want to wrestle at. I'm gonna wrestle this weight.
right. And
Right. And get smashed.
that was my attitude,
Right.
you know, which
Yeah.
wasn't the right way though. It wasn't the right way because I was
Right.
always weak and
Right.
not feeling.
And
I
the thing
mean,
about that, just
not.
like what you just said, I was
Mm,
always weak.
hmm
Had you been taught the right way to do it earlier, you wouldn't
hmm
be weak. You wouldn't be
Yeah,
weak. I wouldn't be
yeah,
weak. And those guys that we smashing, they would feel a whole nother hurt, a
man.
whole nother side of pain. Because
Whole
we
nother
was
prep.
weak, but we still smashing them. We beating dudes
Still was
45 to
getting at it.
5 and 30 to 2 and pinning
Yeah,
people and slamming people and taking people. Man, come on, bro. If we
yeah,
were strong, what
yeah.
would have happened? It'd have been too easy.
Oh
It'd have
my.
been state
Ooh.
champion, state champion, state champion, state champion. Boom. No
You
problems.
think?
And
Yeah,
yeah, that was a big difference.
yeah. It would
And
have been
that's why I
more
tell,
problems for the opponent. Yeah,
ooh, too many.
yeah,
Many.
yeah.
Too many.
There was some great days, man.
Right, right. Hey,
Great
but
days.
where's what you going? We talked about Markel, right?
Yeah,
What about
yeah.
George Bolas? What you want to say about George
Uh,
GB? All kind of laughter,
look,
huh?
huh?
GB was tough, huh?
Well,
GB.
you know it,
All
and
all the blacks over at South, they like, man, who is that guy with that? He walked like this with his arm like this. Who is that guy,
yeah,
man? That's one of the
yeah,
toughest white dudes I ever seen. He
yeah,
walked with that arm like that and just smashed people.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
GB wasn't no joke.
That was the man, man.
Right. GB
That
was
was the
cool.
man, man. I was just talking to him the other day. I was just talking to him
Okay.
what
How's he
last
doing?
week, huh?
How's he doing? How's he doing?
I think he going into I think he going into the comedian stuff now because he's funny,
Comedian.
man. This kid is he me and him
Who,
sat up
George or his
there.
son?
No,
Come on.
George is he a joker, man. This guy had me rolling, man.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. I
he
ain't know
had
that.
me cracking up, man. I had sent him this old picture
Mm-hmm.
with Larry Lee and Hurley and all them guys on it,
Okay.
and I was in the picture too, and
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, "Look at little G that's standing with all them old men," because he was just a sophomore.
Okay.
You know, he was just a year
Okay.
after me, and
Okay.
he's like, look at little G, looking like a little with all them grown men." And
Uh-huh.
I was like, just stop, man.
Right.
Stop. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
we were just and he was going in on that. And we was sitting there because you know he beat that he beat
Cool.
he kicked all kind of butt. George
Right.
started kicking butt his sophomore year.
Okay.
Okay. He didn't make it to state his sophomore year, but you and him went because you went your sophomore year, right?
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you and him, and that was his junior year. So it
Okay.
was you. It was I think was it just you and George?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, and then his senior year, I think it was just you and George again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If
Right.
I'm not
Right.
correct, if I'm not wrong.
Right.
And then we was talking about uh the state champion that he had ran into, and George almost beat him.
Okay.
Ron, well, George did beat the state champ in the Hudson tournament.
Okay.
George
Hudson
beat
tournament was
this
cool.
kid, huh?
Yeah, the Hudson tournament was cool. I said Hudson
Uh-huh.
tournament was cool.
It was a tough tournament.
Yeah, it
And
was a good
then he
tournament.
talked about him and what's that boy from Bookto? That
Fowlers?
155 pounder, the brother. What's the brother's name? Oh my God, he was a
Tough.
stud.
He was
He
tough
was a
from Bookto?
Bookto. Yeah, he was 155. Oh man, I'm so mad. I can't. Because I had met him at your mom's service for the first time.
Okay. Wait,
The
from
brother
Bookto.
from Bookto.
Bookto that was tough? At
Yes.
you say 155?
155. Yeah, he beat George. He beat George in the.
I don't remember nobody like that.
Well, he ended up
From
beating
Bookto?
George. Yeah.
Bookto, you had the
Oh.
Fowler brothers, Timmy and
Yeah.
Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah, Richard Decatur.
Yeah.
Who else was from Bookto?
Oh
Who
God,
else from
Ty.
Bookto that was tough? I mean, Kenny Henderson was tough, but that was before that.
No, this dude was he was a stud, but
From Bookto?
the state champ ended up beating him easily, but he barely beat George. But he had beat George. He had beat George, and it put he had beat George, and it put George in the bracket with the state champ, and the state
Okay.
champ beat George, and then him and his brother from Bookto met in the district tournament in the finals,
Mm-hmm.
and he beat the crap out of the brother. Yeah, me and George
Right.
was just talking about this. I can't
Yeah,
remember his
George, who that
name, man,
was,
because
who that guy
he
was.
definitely. But and I'm probably gonna call his name after I get off the phone.
Right, exactly.
But
That's how it always works out.
he was a bad dude. He had
Let
that
me see.
he had that big body. He had a little brother Tyson. No, not Tyson. What's the boy's name? He had a little brother named Tyson.
Oh, you talking about Renardo?
Ronaldo.
Yeah,
That was
Renardo. He was.
their last name was Tyson.
Yeah, Marvin and Renardo Tyson. Yeah, Renardo. Both of
Ronaldo.
them was wrestling with us down at the Elizabeth
The
Park.
Titans. The
Yeah,
Tysons.
Tyson.
He
Yeah,
lost to Ronaldo. That was the older brother,
Renardo
right?
was tough. Yeah, Renardo was tough. He was a bigger one.
That's who got George.
Okay, I can see
Yeah.
that. I can see that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cause him and
Yeah. He
Mark
was
Hill
the
used to go
stud.
at it. Him and Mark.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Him and Mark used
Ronaldo
to
was
go
the
at it.
stud. And I know he
Yeah,
was a stud if he could get George.
right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cause
Renardo was tough. I didn't know he was
yeah.
wrestling then.
Yes, him and George used to
Okay.
battle.
Wow,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
that was
And
that must have been
I
his
think
senior
this
year
was
then.
I think this was before this was
Before
Georgia's
I got over
sophomore
there.
year, Ty.
Okay. Okay.
This
Yeah.
was Georgia's sophomore year.
I was still at
And
Thornton. Yeah.
exactly because Ronaldo was a
Right.
senior.
Right. Okay.
And
Okay. I got you
yeah,
now.
and yeah, because
Okay.
they really didn't, you know, when you got there, I think Tyson was gone.
Yeah, that's
But
gone.
Ronaldo was yeah. But him and
Hmm.
George
Yeah, both of them was
used
tough,
to be
bro.
that. Yeah,
They was tough.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Mark. I mean,
Ronaldo.
Mark, Hale, and Ronaldo used to go at it in that room down at the Elizabeth
Okay.
Park. They used to go
Okay.
at it.
I
Go at
believe
it,
that.
bro.
I
Yeah.
believe that.
Seriously. Seriously.
Yeah.
And
But
then
George,
Marvin, and I think Chris
because
and
Chris was the lighter
Marvin
one. He was
Mall.
the younger
Huh?
one. Mm.
Who?
He was the
Yeah.
younger one.
Which
Hmm.
one? Marvin?
I say Marvin was the lighter one of the
Yes. He's a
Tyson.
lightweight. Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
Marvin. He was tough. Marvin tough. He was tough.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, him and Chris McKissick and your boy Marvin Mall.
Yeah.
Marvin Mall. They all them three.
Marvin was a stud. He was
Yeah,
just a little
they
dude
was
though, but
tough, bro.
he was badass in football.
Yeah, they used to go at it. Them three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
And we had all
Yeah.
kind of people. And the Baylesses was down there.
The
Yeah, got a
Bayless.
lot of good wrestlers down there.
I remember the twins,
Yeah.
Maurice and
Maurice,
was it
Michael. Right.
Michael? Yeah, yeah. They
Yes.
always used to try to give us a hard time over there at Central Howard. Couldn't do nothing with it. They couldn't do nothing.
Yeah,
Come
that
over there
team won
north
that.
and find. Come over there north and find out.
Yeah, that team
They was
wasn't doing.
always coming there with their game faces on, trying to look all mean, mugging
Right.
mouth. Get up, by. Yeah, go. Y'all know y'all ain't gonna. Y'all know y'all
Right.
can't handle us, man.
Right. Not
Huh?
Central Howard.
I mean, come
Not
on.
in no
All they
wrestling.
had was because that's all they had was Maurice and Martin. Well, they had
Right.
my one boy,
Who? Bruce?
Bruce. What's Bruce last name?
Bruce?
Bruce.
Thompson. Thomas.
Bruce Thompson.
Bruce
Because I
Thomas.
had to wrestle. Remember, I had to wrestle Bruce,
Right.
and my mouth was all messed up.
Right. Right.
And then I
Bruce
got
Thomas. He
cramps
was
and
with them.
everything. Remember, I ran out there with them cramps, the leg cramps.
Right. Man.
I
I
was
remember that.
terrible that day. I got Bruce though.
Mm-hmm.
Bruce found out.
Right.
This mother, I seen him
Yeah.
wrestle over there at his junior high school. He throwing oranges to people like he a big time celebrity. I'm like, oh, this guy, man. This guy. He was tough though. Bruce was tough.
Yeah. Yeah. Bruce was tough.
He was,
He was
and then
tough in
we,
football too, though. He was tough in football.
man, I seen this dude because he
That's a
was a
sport.
nose guard. I played nose guard
Right.
too. I seen this
Right.
dude come off that nose guard because that's what inspired me. He was so quick, man. I'm like, oh my
Right.
God.
Yeah, they say he was
And
real
getting
tough.
up to yeah, he was a stud. He was a stud.
Yeah.
And he was cool. Remember, we used to hang out in
Right.
Fresno.
Always. Always.
Yeah, he was a
Yeah, he was
stud.
cool.
He
Mm-hmm.
was a stud. Yeah.
Right. Right.
But he
Bruce
got
was
to
cool.
talking. This Bruce got to talking at the divisional, the districts.
Okay.
Cause I had got knocked off, and this is
Okay.
all I remember Bruce saying to somebody, and I heard him that I was gonna get my butt kicked by the kid from Kent Roosevelt,
Okay.
and and I thought I was gonna get my butt kicked because he had already beat me. So
Okay.
I wasn't arguing. I didn't say nothing, but he didn't know I was right there though,
Mm-hmm.
because I
Mm-hmm.
was kind of in a way where he couldn't see me, and everybody was
Right.
talking about that kid from Gillette.
Okay.
I mean, from Kent Roosevelt, because he had already won that sectional,
Okay. Okay.
and then he was the number one seed in the districts, and
All right.
I'm quite sure you can remember me and you was the top choices for anybody to really go down the state. Me and you
Right.
was the
Right.
number one seed,
Mm-hmm.
and you ended up getting hurt,
Right.
which messed us up. And then I ended up losing to the kid from Revere, and then going down to
Okay.
Constellations,
Okay.
and it put me in that on that side with the kid that I had lost to from Kent Roosevelt,
Okay.
Gillette.
Right.
And I was a nervous wreck because I told you I was always nervous.
Mm-hmm.
I told you about that.
Right.
Right before we went out the match, I asked you, "Is you nervous?" And you were like, "I'm not nervous." And I
Right.
was like,
Right.
"Mhm." and and then and then George come and gets me before I wrestled
Right.
this kid, because George knew the kid had already beat me,
Okay.
and George didn't want to see me get beat again, and he
Right.
came and got me warmed up
Okay.
and wrestled with me behind that big
The
wall back
bleachers.
there,
Mm-hmm.
huh?
Okay.
You behind the
Behind the
bleachers
bleachers.
back
Well.
there.
Okay.
Yep. And by the time I got through warming up with George,
Mm-hmm.
I think I could have beat Lee Kemp. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm concerned. I come running out from that back room. I'm like, let's go. Okay.
Right.
And I got out there and beat the crap out of that dude, man.
Okay.
And I
Okay.
never forget Bolus for
And that
for
was
getting
what
me
for?
ready, huh?
Was that was for the to go down to the state?
To go down the state. Because once
Okay.
I got past him, the rest of them marks was marks. Although I
Okay.
did lose in the finals, I knew
Okay.
the rest of them kids didn't have a chance.
Right.
All I had to do was
Right.
get by
Right.
him. And the
Right.
other, it was uh, it was one other kid I had to get through, and he was from North Canton, and I had already beat him.
Okay. Okay.
And he thought he was gonna have something. Boy, you get ready to get beat again.
Right.
And
Right.
and I whipped him, and then I
Mm-hmm.
ended up losing to the kid from Nodonia. But it
Okay.
didn't matter because I was like, I didn't even think I was gonna make it to state,
Mm-hmm.
and
Right.
ended up, the rest is history, man. Ended up making
Right.
it down there, and
Okay.
and
Okay.
you know, and
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 you have to end up taking what? That was fourth? Was
fourth,
it fourth
yeah,
place? Okay.
yep,
Okay.
fourth place. Didn't and then
Right.
I wasn't expected to do that. You was ranked. I think you
Right.
was ranked number one or two or something like
Right.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, after I beat
You know,
what's his name in at the Firestone
you
tournament.
beat yeah
Yeah.
you beat the state champ, I think.
Yeah. Yes, I beat him.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I forget the boy's name, but he
Um.
wasn't no local kid. He was from the
Yeah. St.
suburbs. Yeah,
Joe's. He's from
yeah,
St.
yeah,
Joe's.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Barcelone.
You and him.
Barcelone.
Yeah,
I think it was
Barcelona.
Barcelone. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ended up
yeah,
beating him.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
and you had already been down there 2 years. So
Mm-hmm.
you was
Yeah.
highly
We're
ranked.
gonna smash him. We're gonna
Yeah,
put
we was
something
gonna
on
get
him.
down there, and that
Mm-hmm.
was that was kind of unbelievable for me.
Right.
Because I knew for a fact you was, man, I know I didn't think I would go, but I
Mm-hmm.
knew, I like, damn, man, it's crazy. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
So it
Right.
was sad. It was real,
Yeah.
because
The
you,
injuries.
man,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But man, you
Right.
ended up doing our
Well,
things anyway. Yeah.
right. I think it happened for a reason because I already had offers for all the colleges in Ohio. So
Right.
had I won that state, me and him locked up again and I beat him
Mm.
and won it, then Ohio State would have came a lot harder. They would because they was trying to get
Mm,
me down there,
I
and if
bet.
they'd have came a little harder,
I know
I
you was
may
getting
have stayed. I may have
you was
stayed.
getting you was getting all the letters. I wasn't getting shit. I'm like, yeah, man, I would never get no letters. Coach was giving you stacks and shit. And I was like, oh well.
This boy is crazy.
Yeah. I was like, God damn, man. Damn,
Right.
man.
I hear you. I hear you. But we ended up
Yeah.
going as a team out to California.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Going
ended up
out
going
there and
out there as a
making our
team.
mark. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that was
Like I
good. That
said,
was the
that's why everything happens for a reason. Had I won, we may not have made that trip, right?
yeah, because you would have been at
Yeah.
Ohio State.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Or
Because
somewhere,
they came hard. They was coming hard. Ohio State gave me a free ride, but
Oh my
I think they would
gosh.
have came real hard and had I won it. They would
Oh
have
my
just
goodness.
threw the red carpet out. Yeah.
Yeah, because
So.
I just know you was worthy and you was expected to win everything, man.
Mhm.
And you know,
Yeah.
a lot. I know. I don't know if you realized, but
Mhm.
I know some pressure was on you. You know, but yeah, but
I don't. But I don't know about the pressure. I just
mm.
felt like I wanted to win it.
Oh,
I
for
knew it was
sure.
between
Yeah.
me and him. It was just between we beat everybody else.
Right.
So
Right.
we beat everybody else in the state. So it was just
Right.
narrowing down to me and him. And then when I hurt
Oh
my
yeah.
knee, that was
Man,
that was it. Yeah,
that was a tragic, man. That was tragic. Cause
yeah,
couldn't nobody believe it. Everybody,
yeah.
it was, yeah. It kind of took a lot of wind
And
out of me.
it wasn't even it didn't happen at a match. It happened at we training, we working out, and dude popped my knee. Yeah,
Uh,
so it wasn't in a match. It was in a wrestling practice.
we was at North.
Yeah, I think it was at North or somewhere else practicing with some other guy, and he was a pretty tough guy. But
Uh, was me and you
Green,
together, T?
we was probably there. You may have been there. I don't know. I know Brew
Uh,
was there. Brew was there. I was
uh,
there. You should have been there.
cause I always
Um,
thought it was in the sectionals.
nah, nah,
So
no. It wasn't
you
it
was
wasn't
in
in a
there
match.
before so
Yeah,
you was hurt before we got to the
I
sectionals.
was out. Yeah, I was already hurt, so we had to wrap the knee up and everything. Yeah. Yeah, I was already hurt before we got there. That's why they
Okay,
was,
so did you wrestle
yeah.
at all in the sectionals?
Yes, yes. I think I won the
Uh
sectionals and I think I lost in the districts or something like that. I forgot how that
uh
went. Yeah.
uh
But I was already injured before I got there. The
uh
injury came from the practice. It wasn't a guy from St. V. It was one of those other schools. One of those
uh,
other schools, like a green color or something like that. I'm not sure what
uh,
it Linda Nardo or some funny name like that, little guy.
not Leonino.
Leonardo.
Not Leo. It wasn't Leonino.
That's what it
Tony
sounds like.
Leonino.
It
Was
sounds
it
like
from
him.
Stowe? Was it for a kid from Stowe?
That may be the guy right there.
Tony
That may-
Leonino?
Yeah, I think that's him. Was he pretty
Oh
tough?
snap!
Yeah,
Oh, cause
yeah.
he was bad A too.
Right, right. And I
Right, he was
remember
a
we
state
wrestled. I
champ.
smashed him before, and it always felt like he did it on purpose for me. You know.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I always felt like.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
So
man, enlighten me because I'm like,
right.
yeah.
That's
I'm
how
like,
that happened.
whoa,
Never
oh
seen him
man.
again after that. Never
Yeah,
seen
I
him
remember
again.
Tony Leonino. He lived on
Yeah,
the north
that's
side, right now on Dalton for a minute.
he what?
He used to live on the north side, and he
Oh,
lived right down up from Ray Burkhead.
okay.
Yeah, but it was
Yeah.
just for a little. It was just probably like a year. Or he was real
Okay.
introvert. He never. I
Yeah.
don't know. He didn't. He didn't really want to mingle with none of the black people. Seemed like.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. I
I
remember
was going to
Tony.
fly back. I thought he was still living there. I was going to fly back tonight. So,
Yeah,
uh,
he was
see,
tough,
we
but
got a
he
little
was.
talk.
Ah!
We need to talk about
Yeah.
something.
Okay, let me holler at you, man.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Seriously,
Yeah.
seriously.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I never
Yeah.
seen him again after that. But yeah,
Wow. Yeah. I'm like,
but yeah,
damn,
that's how
that
that
sound like
happened.
Tony Bambino. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that guy.
Uh,
Um,
yeah.
what else? What else? Where we
I
at?
don't know. I just
Talk
know we went out to
George.
California, huh?
Go ahead.
So what you say, T?
I said we got George out the way. Anybody else you want to talk
George,
about from that
he,
team?
he,
From that team
well,
that you was talking about, that you felt that was the
I
best
got,
team you was on?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can remember John Mercer coming over there to your neck of the woods against South High and just pouring it all out there on the match, and then winning the match, and then winning the match. He had beat. I don't know who he beat, but all the
Uh-huh.
thing I remember him doing at the end of that match is putting his hand up and putting the number one sign in South's face.
Wow.
And let him, yeah, he had fought hard, and it was I don't know who he wrestled,
Okay.
but that shit
Wait,
had me
wait.
just damn, huh?
You say you don't know who he wrestled? Was he at 135, 138,
He was
145?
138, 138.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know who that
and
was that
then
year.
R.I.P. He killed himself.
Yeah, I was up there
Yeah,
when that happened.
yeah, that was
I was at
so
North.
sad, man. That was just a moment I
Yeah.
couldn't believe, man.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
we goes out to Visalia, and you remember the
Mm-hmm.
one kid, Ron Negretti?
Yeah, Negretti.
You remember Ron?
Ron Negretti or Jeff Negretti? Was it
I think it
Ron?
was Ron. He was real good dude, real nice dude.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
think he killed himself too. R.I.P.
Hmm.
to both of them, man. Yeah,
Ron
yeah.
Negretti. When we was in college?
We was out there when we first started at COS.
Ron
Remember
Negretti.
Ryan Negretti?
Okay.
He
I remember
wrestled
that man. I remember him.
because I think he was a weight below you, and he was real tough.
Mm-hmm.
Real tough dude, man.
How did he kill
And he
himself?
ended he ended his life, man. I forgot how, but I know
Okay.
it was they called it a suicide. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Wow.
never could understand how because we was still young, and it was hard for me
Right.
to understand how a person could take his life like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
that's crazy.
understand now. Life is life.
Right.
Life
Mm-hmm.
can get hard, man. But it ain't never
Yeah.
got that hard. And I done been through some
Right.
trials and tribulations.
Right.
And I never wanted to give
Exactly.
up like that. Yeah, but not to
Mm-mm.
judge and not to speak
Right.
bad about,
Right.
because I know I done had some trials myself, where
Mm-hmm.
you just
Yeah.
get down and you just
Right. Right. I
you
can
know you,
imagine.
you
Yeah.
get
We all
down
go
and
through
you
times.
you you
Mm-hmm.
figure ain't no way out other than this, and don't
Right.
want to talk to nobody, and you don't want to
Mm-hmm.
realize this is just a temporary problem,
Right.
and you know you come to that bad conclusion,
Mm-hmm.
and
Exactly.
it's very sad, but
Right.
it happens, and because these were strong dudes, these were strong men,
Mm-hmm.
these was
Right.
young brothers that had so much to live for,
Exactly.
you know, so
Exactly.
much to live for,
Right.
and I just never
Okay.
forgot. I never forgot John or Ron. Because I
Mm-hmm.
locked
Okay.
in and you mingle with these guys. You know these guys. You
Right.
you touch and feel these guys, and
Right.
and and then these guys are gone.
Mm-hmm.
You can never see them or talk to them again. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it was
But
different. Different. Yeah, it's different.
yeah,
Yeah.
we,
So
we
that was
strive. We keep striving.
right. We got to.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
did.
yeah,
That was your last one for your toughest team at North. Your favorite team at North.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I
Now,
love that. I love. Huh?
did you ever wrestle when Scalara was there?
Nah, I missed him. I missed
Okay.
him.
Okay.
He was
Okay.
good. He I got there the year after.
All
I got
right.
there the
All
year
right.
after
Now,
John.
now
Yeah.
they say this guy was tough.
Yeah.
They say this guy was extremely tough.
Bona fide
Right.
hero.
Right. They say
Undefeated.
he was tough. Right. Right.
Uh,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody
Okay.
could come close. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. John
All
Scalera,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hero, yeah.
Yeah, he's a bad
Yeah.
dude. I've
Bad
only
A,
heard about
man.
him, but he's a bad dude.
Yeah, bad A.
Anybody
I'm
else you want to
trying
talk
to think.
about from the North? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Uh-huh.
Sorry about that. Go
I'm
ahead.
trying to think. I don't even think I had I don't think I ever met him, and it's just
Right.
one of them, because he went to North, and he just one of them
Hmm.
guys you would have. I know I would have liked to meet. You know,
Right.
you
Right.
know, but
Yeah.
just
Well,
you
I don't
know.
think he never came back up to North, did he?
No, he didn't come up
Yeah.
there like a lot of the other guys did.
Right.
Like
Right.
Jimmy Hurley, the Coleys,
Right.
the
Hmm.
the Hyatts, and
Right.
what's the one? Your one boy that owned the bar. He got us in the
Oh,
bar.
Dino.
Dino, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Dino was
Yeah.
always,
Oh
yeah,
man, Dino got memories, man. He got
yeah,
information.
yeah,
He remembers everything, bro. He remembers
yeah.
everything. Yeah.
I,
So
I,
I need to give him a call too. Um,
huh?
I'm saying I need to give him a call too. I may do it
Yeah, Dino
maybe
could
me,
catch us.
you. Huh? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I talked to him.
yep,
I'm gonna have to
yep.
call him and we can maybe you, me, him, and maybe one other person. Yeah, get a
Ray
couple of us on
Pearson,
there. Ray.
my boy Ray.
Mm-hmm.
He the one campaigned for me to get a picture in Dino's bar.
Right.
Bless his
But
heart, man. Cause I was.
Ray only gonna be awake for about 30 minutes, bro. So I mean, our conversation is an hour long right now. So I don't know if he'll make it. He'd probably go to sleep. He'd probably be asleep.
That was my boy. Me and him met in junior high, and we never disconnected.
Right,
That was my
right.
guy. Man,
Ray,
that guy used to get. Hey,
if we put
huh?
Ray on this podcast, he's gonna fall asleep in 30 minutes.
Oh my
I'm
God,
letting you
I
know.
don't know.
I don't think he's gonna go past 30. He'd be like, all
Hey,
right, guys, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. He'd be
yeah,
out of here.
hey, Ray used to come and get on top of me and just grind me with his chin, man.
Right.
Grind me in the
Okay.
back with his chin, man. Man,
Ray's
this dude
crazy.
had so much fun. Because he
Okay.
another one. He another one that helped me through some tough times, man.
Okay. Okay.
And I can call a dear friend who
Right,
I really
right.
really
Good dude.
love
He's a
and
good dude. Right.
appreciate. Yeah, him and his wife
Hmm.
Kathy, they cooked for me.
Yeah.
They let me stay over there. They
Okay.
didn't open their doors for me. They
Hmm.
they they just told me, Gene, our son's gone. So if you ever need a place to stay, you got the basement down there. He's not down there,
Right.
but they didn't move
Right.
since then.
Yeah, they moved.
But
Bro, that was a
yeah,
nice spot. That was a nice spot.
that was a great
That
house
was a
they
nice
had,
spot.
man.
Nice
Yeah,
spot.
they let me and my son stay over there,
Right.
man.
Yeah, that was
One
a
the
nice
last time
spot.
we was in Akron. I love Ray, man.
Well,
Ray Pearson.
yeah.
Like
Good
I said,
dude.
one
Good
of the
dude.
brothers to this day.
Right.
And I just want to mention him. I want to mention Dino. Thanks
Mm-hmm.
Dino Hill for
Who? Dino Hill?
Dino. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
Dino. 'Cause if it
Okay.
wasn't for him, I probably would have never even been wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And
Why is that?
well, because he the one told me about it. And me and him went out together, but he didn't he didn't finish it. Or I don't think he
Right.
liked it as much as I did.
Nah,
You
I guess a lot of guys is different towards that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you're good at it is one thing, but if you're not, then hey, let me go over here what I'm good at, right?
Right, right,
So
right,
it's not for everybody.
right, right. And
Yeah.
I think at that age and at that time, I really wasn't, like I said, I was off in the baseball. But
Okay.
when you that young, it's so
Hmm.
much that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
sometimes if you don't get introduced to something
Right.
or like that, you probably never realize if you like it or not.
Right.
So
Right.
my all I'm saying is, even if it's something you never did, try it.
Hmm.
You don't know.
Right.
You don't know how you gonna catch on and
Exactly.
or how you gonna
Well,
really.
right.
Yeah,
And that's a wrestler's mentality to let me go on and try it and let me
let
go
me
ahead
try it.
and do this. Let me go and do
Right,
it.
man. Yeah,
Everybody don't have that mindset, right?
Right.
Everybody don't have that mindset. Everybody is not going to do that. A lot of them
Right.
are going to try it out, get thrown around, get tossed around, get beat
Yeah.
down. They
Yeah.
they they can't take it. They can't take that
It's tough. Right.
being destroyed mentally and physically, being destroyed.
Yeah.
Um,
Being broke
yes,
off.
right. Broke down. Yeah,
Yeah.
broke off, broke
Yeah.
down, whatever
Yeah.
you want to call
Yeah.
it. A lot of them can't
Okay.
handle that. But
Right.
if you understand, if you can handle that in there against a trained guy, what can you
Right.
handle out on the street? You
Man.
know, what can you handle?
Well,
Anything they
well,
bring to you, right?
well,
That's
you
why they
just keep
that's why the
coming.
wrestling taking over, huh?
Right. Right. You just
Right,
keep coming back, even if you is getting beat. You still
right,
learning,
right,
and if
right.
your mind
Exactly.
is your battery and your determination
Hmm.
and your drive, you gonna
Right,
learn and then you gonna get
right.
better. You know what I'm
Better.
saying? You ain't gonna
You're
get
gonna
no
get
worse.
better,
You
faster.
gonna get
So you're
better.
not gonna get
You
no
gonna
worse. You can't
yeah,
get worse. Right. You at a
yeah,
spot right now where
yeah,
you
yeah.
shouldn't get worse. You should get better.
Right,
So
right,
it's
right.
striving.
You
But
just
and
gotta
that's why
try
you
it.
was a great
Hang
wrestler
in there.
like you are, because you got that mindset,
Right.
right? You picked it up
Yeah.
somewhere between seventh grade and college. So you got that
Okay.
mindset to where you may
It's,
beat me this year or this week,
right.
but you're not gonna beat
Mm.
me next week. You're not gonna beat
Because
me the
it's
week
something
after
I
that.
love doing. So I'm gonna just hang in
Right.
there and keep showing up, and
Right.
we'll
Get
see how
better.
it go. Cause I done lost the people and end up coming back and getting them.
Right.
And I didn't beat people that then came
Hmm.
back and got me.
Right.
It's just one of them things, man. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, T.
That's
But yeah,
cool. That's
man.
cool. Well,
But
you want to talk some more? You want to save it for another day?
we can save it for another
We
day,
can call
man.
this volume one. We call it
Yeah.
volume one. I'm
Yeah.
probably gonna get in touch with Dino.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
probably gonna get in touch with him tomorrow or Sunday, and maybe
Oh,
set it
that's
up for next Friday. This is
man.
becoming the Friday thing right now. You know, we get on the mic
Oh,
on a Friday
oh,
night
Friday
and
night.
chop it up a little bit at the dojo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
Friday night
you
podcast
know,
with Tyrell McGuire.
oh my goodness, good. And Gene Ellison, what's going on, baby?
Ah, hey, boy,
So,
we gonna have to definitely make it a volume 2, man, because we still
volume
got a lot
two,
to talk about, boy. You
man.
already know. We got
We
them
ain't
California
we ain't
days,
get to
boy.
everybody. We ain't get to everybody.
California,
Well,
AT,
we got
California dreaming, California dreamers. Yeah, you still out
hey,
there, big
we,
dog.
we got to talk about Phil Welch and people
Woo,
like
Bill
that.
Welch, Bill
Yeah,
Elvin,
Elvin,
uh,
crazy stuff, man.
uh,
The other
man, the
dude's
list
still
goes
out here
on.
though.
Huh?
What's his name? He's still out here he's in Fresno, but he's a sheriff. He came from Cleveland with St. Ed's, but he's a sheriff up in
Matt Milson.
Matt
Is it
Milson.
Matt Milson?
I think
Matt
so.
Milson was the sheriff.
Right, right. So
Matt,
Matt's still here.
Matt. Yeah,
Matt's still
yeah, I
here.
heard Matt, he's a good guy, Matt Milson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jeff
I remember the
Chedester and
first time.
his daughter is
Huh?
best friends with my daughter. Jeff Chedester, his
Yeah.
daughter's best
Oh,
friends with my daughter.
such
Who
a
else?
kind dude.
Right, right.
Hey, keep your butt on that mat, though.
Man,
He,
he's
he
like
was he was
a robot.
he
He
was
was
the
like a
state champ. He
yeah,
was a
like a robot.
silhouette state champ. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it
Yep.
wasn't no joke.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Marty's still
Nice
up there.
dog. Get up.
Marty. Yeah, so we
Marty
got
Gonzalez. Marty G.
we may have to get a COS thing going on and
Yeah. Yeah.
chop it up with him. And
Oh
definitely
my
gonna have to do
goodness.
with Dino, call him up, maybe put Dino on there, and where else?
Yeah.
Like I say, I don't think Ray gonna make it past 30 minutes, but we can try. I'm just willing to bet he not gonna
I
make
would
it
love to
past
be a
30
part of that.
minutes.
I would love to be a part of that. Me and that dude still chop it up to this day, man.
So you want me to
Me
put him
and him
on?
huh?
You want me to put him on? You just gonna
But
be
me and
ready
him
for him
chop
to
it
get
up
off
like
at 30 minutes. Huh?
me and him chop it up like me and you. I don't care. You can give him a call.
You gotta
You
give
gonna
him a
try to
call.
call him? All right.
I'm gonna put him
Try to
on
call
here.
me.
No,
Huh?
not right now. Our next one.
Oh,
Oh
for
no,
sure.
he not awake, bro. He not awake right. It's 7 o'clock in California, so that
Right.
means it's 10 o'clock there. If I call him
Oh, it's
right now, he's gonna be
9
like,
a.m.
Why you
Oh,
call me,
yeah, it's a little
man?
late.
Why? Why
Yeah.
did you call
It's,
me? I'm sleeping.
yeah, it's a little late. It's a little late to
Yeah,
call
it's a
my
little late
boy,
for
man.
him. He be going
That's
to
my
sleep at
boy
like 5
too.
o'clock.
Yeah,
He go to sleep at
yeah.
5 o'clock
He
and get
still
mad if you call him at 6.
yeah. Well,
Huh?
he like I say, he still got that medicine in him from that
Ah,
procedure
there
he
ain't
had.
no excuse for him. He ain't got no excuse. He ain't got. He do
I'm
that when he
trying to
ain't
give
had
him
no
a way out.
medicine.
I'm trying to give him a way out.
All
That's
right,
my
brother.
boy, man.
Hey,
Yeah,
we're gonna
yeah.
get off this podcast, and I'm gonna hit you back in a minute. I'm gonna call you on the phone in a minute.
T Mac. Okay, Ty.
All
All
right,
right.
we're gonna do that.
I'll
This
wait your
volume
call. All right,
one,
dog.
chopping it up with Gene Allison out of Chirac, Chicago, and this
Yeah,
is Ty Berry, Black Phoenix, just hollering at you. This is our first time doing it, so we're gonna do it
yeah,
like this often. It's our
yeah.
Friday thing. All right, baby.
Sounds good.
I'll holler
Thanks,
at you.
Ty. All right, baby.
Okay.
God
Anytime.
bless. Love you, man. All
God
right.
bless you too. All right.
All
We're gonna
right.
end it up.
All
Okay.
right. Peace.
Yeah.